Welcome to another episode of Lost Railway Towns, episode 2, and we're in Bakewell in the Peak District. In these videos we look at three things. What's the town famous for, what's its railway history, and what remains today. So what's it well known for? Rain. Certainly wasn't in the forecast today. It's the only town within the boundaries of the Peak District National Park, so probably one of the most touristy places I'll get to visit on this series. It's the River Wye. Bakewell puddings / Bakewell tarts. Do you know the difference between them? I probably do to eat, but do I know the ingredients, the difference in the ingredients? Quite a few shops all claiming to be the original Bakewell pudding shop as well. A bit like when you go to Whitby and they all claim to be the #1 chippy. It's a popular market town. It's got the cattle market as well, just over the other side of the river. And lots of old things as well. A very busy and popular tourist place, even on a Monday morning in February. Right, so let's talk about the railway. And there's a town just the other side of the river there. And we're going to have a walk up Station Road. Now you'll see, and I'll come back to this, a bit of a climb up the hill. It's not really in the middle of Bakewell, it's a little bit out the way, a little bit of a climb up this steep hill. And as we're winding our way up the hill, up towards the station, we can look back at a good view over the town. Ooh, can hear them mooing. Can you see the cows in the cattle market just through there? Up we go. I mentioned earlier, didn't I, Bakewell is the only town within the boundaries of the Peak District National Park, which makes it even more bewildering that it doesn't have a railway station. But here's the bridge over the old railway line, and just underneath there, look, is the old Bakewell station. Now the railway through here was opened in 1862. I have to read this now. The Manchester, Buxton, Matlock and Midlands Junction Railway, which later became the Midland Railway, was built through here, 1860s. This was on the main line between London and Manchester, the Midland line, that is. The station closed in 1967 and the railway closed in 1968, and since that time Bakewell has had no railway. But in terms of what's left today, plenty of little railway things left lying around these old little buildings here. Like most railway centres, like most stations for decent populations, it had a goods facility, a goods shed, sidings all along the side here. And they were, obviously we've got the cattle market just down the bottom of the hill, and there was a lot of traffic destined for that. But we've still got, here's the frontage for the old station, look. Beautiful old building, look at the chimneys on top. Was in use at some point, but it does look like it's rather derelict now. Look at the old canopy. It's still receiving some form of upkeep, isn't it? This was one of the back in winter 2020, closing end of 2020, one of my first ever videos I did from here when I was still doing running stuff, and just came for a run on this old railway line. The video proved popular and I carried on doing those railway videos after that, and that video started here. But look, we've still got the platform edges here, so the track bed would be in the middle there. That's been raised up to platform level, but the canopy's no longer present on this side. Look, but you can see where those canopy roof sections would have gone, those triangular bits. All the front of this station still beautiful condition. I really hope they find another use for that. And there's the bridge we've just been stood at. But look, we've also got the other side here, the southbound platform, I suppose it is. Now, this has been fenced off for quite a while, this. I don't know what the plans are. There's an old door there into the, I presume, the waiting room or an office or something. I mean, this was the closest railway station to Haddon Hall, or was it? I think it's closer to here than Roseley, isn't it? And we're not far away from Chatsworth either. I think the Chatsworth posse used the Roseley station anyway. It's a shame we can't get a little bit closer up just to read of that notice board there. Just a little bit too far away to make it out. So although we've still not got the active railway station in Bakewell, this is the Monsal Trail. This is a hugely popular cycling / walking trail that goes all the way up almost to Buxton. And there's some fantastic sections of this. Some of the architecture and the viaducts and the tunnels on this railway line are it's just absolutely stunning, breathtaking. I'm just bringing you down here just to show you that just on the left-hand side where all these units are would have all been that goods area. And we can see all that on the old maps. Some of the most photographed parts of the Peak District are probably on the Monsal Trail. Well worth a trip if you're not from the area and you're looking for a little bit of countryside, spectacular scenery mixed with your railway history. When I think of Bakewell and Bakewell's railways, the word potential always screams out at me. How can somewhere this popular and touristy, the only town in the Peak District, not have a railway? It's crazy. Look, those platform edges even extend all the way under the bridge here. Not seen any on this side, whether or not they've been removed. Quite possibly. It looks like we've got a retaining wall running along the back, look, doesn't it? And then a little bit of infill just blocking that southbound line there. Will Bakewell ever get a railway back? I can't see it personally. I know Peak Rail run as far as Roseley in that direction just to the south, and I know they made efforts and they secured quite a lot of land around Roseley, like the Viaducts, the old station site. There's still quite a few obstacles to get as far as here. The bridge over the A6 in the middle of Roseley, Haddon Tunnel. I mean, Roseley Viaduct for a start, I don't know if that's sound. I really don't know. It seemed okay when we visited. But I think other than that, I think the track bed's pretty unimpeded as far as here. It's just a massive shame, really, to think that there's the potential to have a railway line linking Matlock, which is one of the other most popular tourist destinations in Derbyshire, to Bakewell in the Peak District. I mean, it just screams potential, doesn't it? I hope you've enjoyed that little look around Bakewell, learnt a little about the history of the railways in Bakewell and seeing what's left of the old station. I'm just having a quick walk now down the railway just to the end of the Monsal Trail, which is only about a mile or so, not even that in this direction. So this is just slightly to the south of Bakewell. Literally, we're still looking over the town down there. Never been this far up, so this is really interesting. Coombs Road, we've got the viaduct just off to the left. There's a little information board. Just here with a picture of a train just approaching the viaduct. And if anyone ever wondered where the Monsal Trail ended, this very unglamorous and uncelebrated point here, end of trail. The viaduct's just in front. For some reason, I used to think you could walk over this viaduct, but apparently not. But see where this little FS path's going. See, we've still got some remains, look. It's got a little number 6 or a little number 9 on there. Still some ballast down. And here's the viaduct. I don't know what we'll be able to see. Okay, it's only a small one then, look. No doubt people can get over that fence if they really wanted to get on there. We're not doing that today. Let's go and have a look at the viaduct from underneath. Well worth the walk up, that, isn't it? That's a lovely little viaduct. Only 1, 2, 3 arches. Would have been a nice one to have the drone, but I think it's far too windy, far too many trees around, and there's too much rain in the air for that, unfortunately. I know money's tight, but Derbyshire Council, Peak District, whoever's in charge of these things, get your heads together. Potentially here, that would be absolutely stunning railway line. I don't mean the entire Monsal Trail, whether or not it's National Rail brought back or a heritage railway. This needs to be reconnected. Just such a missed opportunity connecting that up with Matlock, just such a short distance as well. So keep your eyes out for more episodes in this series. Who knows where we'll go next. So thanks to all my channel members, anyone who buys me a coffee, sends me a super thanks. Thanks for watching, see you later.